Meteorologist Mark Molnar is your host for the weather show Weather Northeastern. Let's get right into viewer sent in photos and videos. Robert Stone from I will have a tropical update here for you quickly, momentarily, and some stormy weather continuing here in the east with more flooding concerns and severe weather. Robert taking us to Lakeland, Florida. Beautiful photos here, to say the least. Panoramic. He had a nice panoramic here. And the land of the lakes here, looking very nice across this portion of the country. So very nice travels here. Robert Jason Stone, keep those photos coming in, because as he travels across the country, he can basically see the best that America has to offer. So thank you, Robert, for sending all of these beautiful photos in. Getting right into the tropics, starting off, we don't have anything in the tropics to really speak of at this time, which is good news, because if we had anything that would eject up the east coast, we would have a problem, because we're continuing with this really blocked pattern. Now, we could get a reprieve a little bit from it this weekend and early next week, but that could be short-lived. Let's get right into the forecast details here, starting off with your hydrological outlook. Look at across the country. You can basically divide the country into two sections, dry and extremely wet. We're going to continue with this 2011 style pattern here across the east. Very rainy, very stormy, and continue to be socked in here with storms across the Northeast. Now, as I said, we could get a reprieve here this weekend. There's that pattern. Troughiness continuing at least through Friday here across the Northeast, ejecting a series of low-pressure systems that some could produce flash flooding and severe weather. Let's get right into that forecast, starting off with your midpoint of the week, Wednesday, halfway to the weekend. Look at the problem areas here. Thankfully, Wednesday will be one of the least problem areas. We could get some scattered, maybe thunderstorms, maybe a 10 to 20% chance dotting New York, Pennsylvania, southern Ontario, portions of western portion of New England. We will be warming it a little bit from what it was on Tuesday. We were kind of stuck in the 60s across much of the area, but we needed that after some hot, hazy, humid conditions into your Thursday. This is where things really start to get interesting, especially later on in the day. We could be looking at flash flooding concerns taking over for portions of Pennsylvania, Maryland, Ohio, New Jersey, portions of extreme southwestern New England here, all the way up into the Susquehanna River Valley of New York, to the Hudson River Valley, Allegheny River Valley. We'll be watching for the possibility of these very slow-moving thunderstorms overriding the front here and into your Thursday night and Friday. That severe threat continues to be a concern here, especially earlier in the day. We start to progress, maybe this system, a little bit further to the east, although flooding concerns will still be a problem, not as bad, though. Heading on into your Saturday, this is where things really start to move a little bit, and we get some high pressure moving in, crusting overhead, with mid to upper 70s, near 80 in most locations being the rule, really making for a nice weekend after dealing with problems with so much flooding across the area. So stay dry out there. Take a look at my extended outlook from hometown viewers from Binghamton to Scranton's Upper Susquehanna region of upstate New York and Northeast Pennsylvania, Binghamton to Scranton, Tunkhannock, Oswego, Sayre, all points in between. Take a look at this. We're starting off with your Wednesday, maybe a late day shower or thunderstorm, but we're going to keep it mostly dry, heading up towards the 78-degree mark into your Thursday. This is later in the day, especially towards evening. We could be looking at strong to severe thunderstorms developing, flash flood threat increasing. Probably a flood watch will be issued for much of the Twin Tiers of New York into Northeast Pennsylvania, Susquehanna River Valley, those smaller tributaries. Watch out for that Friday, maybe early Friday. We're still socked in a little bit here. But Saturday and Sunday, look at that. Finally, a reward for all the problem weather that we've gone through over the last several days. It might just give us a little bit time to dry out before the next round moves in towards the middle of next week. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. It's Twitter at WX Northeastern, Google Plus at MeteoMark, www.meteomark.com, and weathernortheastern.com. That's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern.